Do you feel the vibes?
Hi there everyone, Dragon Slayer here today, and again we'll be going over some more Scratch tutorials, and today I'll be talking about sound blocks. And it's a very short section, however it's very important if you want your games to sound professional and keep your viewers entertained. Not just your viewers though, if you're making an animation, maybe even the people who play your games. You might want to keep them entertained, you might want to keep them make it interactive with these sounds. And a quick reminder is that whenever you're doing this stuff, always try doing it along with me, because just watching this won't help at all, but actually trying out the things that I tell you to do and trying to make your own games is always a great thing. And if you ever need any help, you could always comment on one of my videos or just ask me for some help, and I'd be glad to do so. So, before I start with all of your sound blocks, you might see a tab right here that says Sounds, and if you click on this tab, you actually find your sound library. And with this sound library, and if I clicked on this to say play, you could hear that. It would say meow. And what that would mean is that that's the sound you would hear if you choose to make meow sound. And if you go here, you can choose a sound from their library right here, but you could also go in here and you could record your own voice maybe, or even just choose a random one. You could upload sounds from your computer if you wanted to do that. So there's also a bit of editing you can do when you're doing with your sounds. Like you can copy some parts of the sounds, you can reverse it, fade it out, fade it in, mute it, make it softer, louder, slower, and faster. So those are just like some basic editing tools inside Scratch that you can use for your sounds. However, I do suggest if you really want to refine your sounds and make them perfect, you should use a different sound editor first and then transfer that sound over into Scratch so that you can use it, because when using these sounds, they only work really well if you have like an extensive sound library for your game. So right now I will just be working with the meow that we have here. However, for most of these, you could actually choose any sound you have in your sound library, which is right here. So, starting with the first one, we have the play sound until done, and this would be, you could record your own sound, or you could just use your library that has stuff already. And it's quite self-explanatory. It plays the sound, and as soon as the sound's done, it stops playing. Now, there's another one that says start sound, and what that means is it starts it. And what you could do with this is that sometimes there's a really loud, very long noise, and this is more beneficial than this. And then there's also here, which is stop all sounds. So if there's like a lot of sounds happening at once, then you could just click on this and it would stop everything. Now, next we have our pitch and sound effects. So previously, like your graphic effects, you also have sound effects, and you have different things. You have your pan, left, right, and your pitch. So the higher the pitch is, and then you can play the meow. And as you can hear, it actually is a bit higher, and then if it's a negative number, it starts to get lower, and then if you click your sound effects, it goes back to what it originally was. And then the other sound effect would also do the same. Then you also have the volume and the set volume too. And what this does is it just changes the volume or the noise or the loudness of your sound, so that when maybe you want certain sounds to be more loud than others, and maybe so at some points you want it to be very loud and at some points very quiet. So that's what these two blocks can be used for. And as other blocks that you might have been seen by now, you have a change in the set. So the change can change it. If it's positive, it makes it louder. If it's negative, it makes it lower. And the set volume is just what it says. It sets its volume to a certain percentage. Then we also have this variable right here, which is volume. And if I clicked on this left box, it would show me the actual value of this block volume. And previously, as I said before, you could take any thing with a circular edge and put it into any of these places where it accepts circular edge. And in this instance, it would this block would give an output of whatever the volume is, and since it's 100, it would go and give an output of 100. Hope you enjoy this quick sound lesson of the Scratch 3.0 sound mechanics, and I hope you use this in your games and in your animations and in stories if you're gonna do that. Share this with anyone who you think will enjoy to learn how to code Scratch, and also always remember to subscribe, as it will greatly help the channel and help it grow, and also give me some more motivation to make more videos. Hope you enjoyed, and bye!